Nerdrotic.com.
All right, everyone, I had to cut this one in half. As always, I appreciate every single Super Chat and Streamlabs donation, and every single one will get read. We are chipping away at things. It's still probably 2-3 weeks away till we get completely caught up, and that was because I took a vacation, and we also were between producers. X-Ray Girl is now up to speed. She is proving her worth. She is great. Let's give her a round of applause, fake audience. Thank you, fake audience. And you know what, audience? Give yourself a round of applause. Give yourself. You guys help keep the lights on. You help keep Friday Night Tights going. And again, we are going to read every single super chat and donation. And we will get through this, and I appreciate your patience. So let's get to it. Aaron Pipes for $50. Have heard that after Solo lost money, Disney's marketing did a study concluding fan blowback was across all demographics and had reduced overall revenue stream, including merchandise, at least 30 to 35%, trending upwards. Know anything about this? I did hear something about that, and it did get squashed after The Mandalorian came out, and they were able to bring out Baby Yoda stuff, and they've been doing a lot of classic Star Wars. But since the coof, I think all of these studies are kind of out the window until things get back to the new normal. God, I hate saying that. It makes me throw up a little bit inside. Sparks1524 for $10. By the way, thank you, Aaron Pipes, for the very generous super chat. For $10, agreed. The doc is a male. The doctor is a male. I'd have stayed with it if they had at least cast a woman who cares about the show and can act. Indeed. R. Fletch for $5. The doctor is male and British. Enough said. Wake and Bacon for 10 Canadian pesos. I have a friend who will not watch the interview because he doesn't think Ben Shapiro showing how people are so biased these days to each other's side of the fence. I'm not sure what you're saying. I mean, Ben Shapiro has he's biased, and if you don't want to watch it, that's fine. I mean, the interview's long over with now, but you don't have to be a fan. I'm not the biggest fan of Ben Shapiro myself. I definitely liked his points on California. I did for sure. But there's some stuff I disagree with him with. So yeah, I get what you're saying. He's on a specific side of the fence for sure. Dixon Cider for $5. Gary, what is one of your favorite cartoon shows growing up? One of my favorite cartoon shows growing up was Star Blazers. I also was very much into the Transformers when I was a little older. But now, the Star Blazers and Spider-Man and His Amazing Friends. And then there was a Spider-Man cartoon after that. I thought those were excellent. And those were before the 90s animated series. And, Dr. Doom would show up. They were excellent. Todd Zilla for $5. The reason I liked WandaVision is that the first 3 episodes, the reason I liked WandaVision in the first 3 episodes was because Wanda acts like a woman. Yeah. And they didn't bring in the other element. If they would have kept it in the sitcom sphere till the very end, making it like a Twilight Zone, it would have been much better. And if you focused on Paul Bettany and Elizabeth Olsen, who are great in their respective roles. Emily for $5. As a woman, I'm tired of being pandered to. Give me the sexy doctor back. Give me strong, masculine men. Give me cute men. Give me good stories again. Bless you, Emily. Bless you. And I will say the same for women. Give me sexy women again. Give me real strong women. You hear all this fucking lip service about strong women, and none of these women are strong. I'm sorry to say this. There's a lot of weak women out there. Of course, you want to treat women with respect, and we're not talking about abuse, but we're talking about in everyday life, dealing with just day-to-day stuff at work. You can't pull your woman card all the time. You can't have equal rights and pull your woman card. It's one or the other. I prefer equal rights. I prefer you standing up once in a while and, not taking advantage of a situation, because just like men, women are manipulative. Women can be assholes too. Neighbor 605 for $5. It's incredible. Lazy how Jimmy Woo's only job now is to read a random computer screen that somehow just spells out Sword Hayward's evil screen. Yes. Jimmy Woo was just there for pretty much support for the women. And let me make myself clear. Men are assholes. I understand that. That's why I said women can be assholes too. We're all equally human. Peter Constable for $10. Sorry. I may cancel Disney Plus after all this crap. The sheer stupidity by the people running Disney Star Wars is just beyond parody to me at this point. Thanks for all the great content, Gary and DC. You are so welcome. And that is from an Inquisition. Felipe Abrigo for 25 Chilean pesos. The U.S. freezing and divided, and effing China laughing their behinds off. I hope things get better for you guys. Love you. Things will get better. It may take time, but things will get better. It really looks like this nation's going to have to go through some bad times to remember what good times feel like, and to get its gratitude back. Douglas A. Burton for $50. $49.99. Fellow Texan Doomcock, this is for the milk and eggs and whiskey. Phantom Boomer for $5. As a doddering old wreck myself, could you please find another pejorative for Sir Patty? Yes. The Blank Podcast with Ian Slater for $2. CG is a rom-com. Thoughts? GC. Why did I say CG? Probably because I wanted to say Comicsgate. What is GC? Is a rom-com. I don't know what. I'll remember what the GC is short for. But hopefully, if it's something serious, it isn't. Bro Duke for $4.99. Hail Gary. Was snorkeling in Laguna Beach today. California isn't that bad all the time. No, California's fucking beautiful, and it breaks my heart that I got to leave the state. But it's run by complete idiots. Jack Bacon for $5. Kathleen Kennedy is so bad that she has to be doing this on purpose. Every time something good happens, she has to step on it. She's that bad. She is incredibly incompetent, and proof you do not have to be skilled to get to the top, and the cream doesn't always rise to the top. People are stamped down. How many people who probably should have been in that job didn't get it because Kathleen Kennedy was anointed by Steven Spielberg and put there by George Lucas himself, when there probably was, about 100,000 people more qualified for the job. Ray Young, 74 for 10 pounds, tinfoil mouse ears time. Cray KK knew exactly what she was doing. Getting rid of Gina sabotages the successful Mandalorian, hopefully fatally leaving only the High Republic. Well, it goes much deeper than that. There are things, Doomcock knows more about this stuff than I do. I personally, the only thing I care about with Disney Star Wars is the drama surrounding it. Fuck the plot and anything. I could care less. But I will say that there are things that I know that I can't say. But it goes, Kathleen Kennedy's an incompetent fucking idiot. She is. And as far as people wanting to get rid of Gina, I completely believe people wanted to get rid of her as soon as they found out what her politics were, because that's what bigotry is. Brett Baratheon for $4.99. Do you realize that even with all the subs you have, Geeks and Gamers 3PO, it's not enough to spread the word to these unknowing, confused sheep. It needs to grow. Yeah, Brett, absolutely. My God, I've been saying that all the time. This is a very, and thank you, Brett Baratheon. By the way, your brother, your cousin Bobby was right and unjustly murdered by a boar. Those damn Lannisters. So this is a very long journey that I didn't know I was gonna, or a very long fight journey. It sounds pretentious. Sorry. It's a very long fight. I didn't know I was going to be in it. And the more I'm in it, the more I realize that we get new people every day. And yeah, if you combine my channel and Az's channel and Geeks and Gamers, and then you put Sports Wars next to it, and then you put Nerdrotic Live, Nerdrotic Daily, RK Outpost, I mean, that's about 1 million subs. Now, there's a lot of crossover. I understand that. That's about 1 million subs. Now, how much actual interaction within that million? 15 to 20%. Okay, so that's 200,000 people. We need to get to a lot more people. We do. London Fog 66 for $5. Thank you for the donation. I do appreciate it. No more for $4.99. Gina is just the beginning. We now need more to step up. Could not agree more. No more. R Fletch for $5. Gary is one of the Paul Revere's. Warning of a dark future. I try to warn you, yes, but it's a dark future that we can overcome and turn into a bright future together. And none of us can do this alone. Okay. Greg for $5. Fade in. Where's Kathleen Kennedy? Not here, thankfully. Wild Man Beyond for $5. Honestly, she should have been a better Wonder Woman than Gal Gadot. Yeah. Yep. I kind of think she would have been. A lot of people wanted her as Wonder Woman, and she's built more for it. And me likes the curvy women too. I do. Shark dentures for $5. That's funny. I also told my friends that if they had the option to get laid or attend my D&D session, I would punch them if they showed up. Yep. Oh yeah. That's in reference to, sorry, I'm kind of multitasking here. I'm editing this while I go. So damn it. So back to the show. I have an old adage. This goes back to my teenage years. We always had an understanding between all of my friends. I don't care if you're late. I don't care if it's your birthday. I don't care what it is. If you're getting laid, you are excused. You are excused. Any advice for an aspiring creative? I've always wanted to make it as a writer, but I'm struggling to find the confidence to really stick with anything. What's a good way to stay motivated? For $10 from 427 Arbach. That is a tough one because I don't know if I have an answer for that. Passion. Passion keeps you motivated. Passion, success, achievement, two different things. Goal orientation. But you have to be balanced of spirit. If you're not balanced of spirit, you're going to struggle through things. I do all the time when things are out of whack. Sometimes I'm forcing things. You guys have no idea how many videos you've never seen because I just felt like I forced them and I just don't think they were good enough or whatever. Or I didn't make my point or whatever. That's a tough one. Balance of spirit. WG. And that is from 427 Arbach. Thank you for the $10. WG for $20. Hail, Gary. Have you ever read Cleon Skousen's The Naked Communist and the 45 Goals of Communism? Recommend it if you have not. No, I have not. Much of what we're seeing today are the effects of a legacy Soviet-era propaganda. That I have heard, so I will check it out. Absolutely. Thank you, WG, for the $20. Cisco Kid for $5. Hashtag we stand with Gina Carano. I love that we're still seeing that today. Nicholas Shivak for $5. Just found you guys. See, here you go. Just found you guys a few weeks ago. Keep up the good work. New people coming in all the time. New friends coming in all the time. Knight James II for $10. Hey, Gary, as an aspiring author, I want to know how well you think a classic fantasy story will sell these days. I'm tired of stories like the Game of Thrones that take fantasy and make it edgy. Is that just me? No, people are done with nihilism. As a matter of fact, I am planning a book club for the last two books, A Dance with Dragons and A Feast for Crows, which were supposed to be combined. So we're going to combine them and we're going to read those two books in order. It's called A Feast for Dragons. And we're going to come up with our own ending. But on the 1 year anniversary, the 10-year anniversary of A Dance with Dragons, I am going to be releasing a video explaining how George not only isn't going to finish his book, I'm going to tell you, outside of all the other reasons I'm given, I'm going to tell you the one specific thing that is keeping him from ever finishing the book and having a satisfying ending. Nobody expects a happy ending with Game of Thrones, but people expect a satisfying one that stays true to the story. But there's one fundamental flaw with what he started to do, and it has something to do with breaking tropes. That's your tease. Hey, Gary, thank you very much, by the way. R. Fletch for $5. Struggle session in the 14th century. That would be the gauntlet. Yes, the gauntlet. Yeah, that should be our new torture. That should be our new torture. Patrick, $2. Just pirate the Mandalorian. It's simple. Don't pay. Exactly. Cheddar for £5. We're big boys. We know at the end it's all about the money, especially for public companies. When is Bob Chapek drawing the line? I think he's in the process. Bob Chapek is going to be like Michael Eisner in the later days. He's cheap, and we're already starting to see the Marvel product erode. Star Wars product has been eroding. Everything's eroding from Disney. Vigilante Renegade for $10. In the new Cobra Kai game, one of the recurring enemies are short, blonde-haired Karens called Mommy. They complain and hit you with pepper spray. My 9-year-old son and I love this game and die laughing. I got to check that out. That's really cool. Kaipak $3.95 for $5. Gary, thank you for fighting against the Vandals and the Visigoths. Oh, you are so welcome, and thank you for being here and supporting us. We really appreciate you. Kaipak $3.95. John Parson for $5. Gary, tell me how you really feel. I am angry. I'm angry, but I don't let that anger take over me. I'm angry what's happened to our pop culture and the things I love, but I'm not angry all the time. I compartmentalize my anger, my frustration, my annoyance. It varies. Generally, pretty calm dude. Generally. I work a lot. Our Fletch for $5. Don't know how far away you've got a few bucks for Gary's run. I'm not far away enough, but thank you. I'm still in California. We're looking for a house. We're going to be moving soon. Going to have a nice podcast studio. It's going to be fun. Saving a lot of money leaving California. Leon K for $2.99. And thanks again, R. Fletch. All the cast of Star Trek: The Next Generation have been woke for years. You're not wrong. And that's why I've always been an original series fan, but which I just call Star Trek. It's properly called Star Trek. They will destroy Tolkien. Also, very sad. Pilgrim Media for $2. Yeah, if you haven't check out my video, they are coming for Lord of the Rings. Anti-Derivative Jill for $10. The problem is, even if they put Kurtzman aside somehow without breaking contract, could anyone ever be brave enough to decanonize the ruins that he left that franchise's histories and characters in? That is Anti-Derivative Jill. I don't think so. That's the bummer. It would take a creative force, like Paramount begging some creative force to come in, and that guy goes, okay, or girl goes, okay, but I get to break out the eraser. Rob Vegas, thank you for the $5 Australian. I greatly appreciate it. Girthy Guitarist SD for $4.99. Escondido is my hometown, and I still live minutes away. When is the meetup? Oh, sometime soon when I'm not uber busy. But honestly, I'm busy a lot, and my wife travels a lot, so I'm with my son when I'm not working, and I hang out with my boy. Dahawk666 for $9.99. Now that Spider-Boy 3 has been announced, yes. My question is, Spider-Boy homesick? Because 3 movies that has titles with home at the end says something. The 90s Spider-Man will always be my Spidey. Yeah, that whole home thing is dumb. It's dumb. The Invisible Man for $5. I'm officially at the point where I do want to engage with new media. I don't want to engage with new media of any type at all. Sick and tired. Only exception, Cobra Kai back to the 60s and early 2000s. Invisible Man, I can't argue with you. I can't. There's some stuff I'm still checking out, like Jupiter's Legacy. I'm not through it yet because I've been so busy. But yeah, that's what I hear quite a bit. As gobbles on Gary's fun box. Oh, I know you enjoyed Lois and Clark. Sorry to be the negative guy, but we all enjoyed the first episode of WandaVision, and look how that turned out. Yeah, I'm being very cautious. Okay? So far, so good, but you're right. Leaf Eric for $5. Hey, Gary, I think I'm in love with Gina Carano. Should I leave my wife just to try to talk them into a threesome? Do you have to leave your wife to get into a threesome? Just tell your wife to get into it. It's just one night. It's just Gina Carano. Film Lars for 200 Danish krona. 2021 sucks. Bring back the good old times of freedom and fun. Hail! I agree. Nunya Art for $5. We have more money than the Twitter psychos. Yes, we do. We do. Gomer Kyle for $5. 18 rooms, and I think damn lots of money and lots of pine sol. Buy, and how long before I get lost with my sense of direction? Oh, and J.K. Rowling's house? Yeah, I would too. Bogey for $2. Babylon 5 has so many storylines that are relevant. Yes, I'm getting into it, and I love it. Darius Munchausen for $1.49. Thank you for the super sticker, Darius Munchausen. The Legion of Reason for 5 Canadian pesos. Kathleen Kennedy should remember that you can't spell coward without cow. Oh! Roy McClurg for $24.99. Keep fighting the good fight. Hashtag cancel Twitter. That's a good idea. The great Father Christopher Miller for $2. Superman and Lois also used SJW term living wage. Yes, it did. It did. I noticed. Nolan Harris for $4.99. Kind of new here. Are you familiar with The Wheel of Time and its upcoming adaptation through Amazon? You cover some fantasy, and I was curious. I will be covering it when it comes out. I have covered it in live streams, and what I've heard is they are going female-oriented, female-centric. I know there's prominent females in the story. I would hope we would have an egalitarian story that was true to the source material. And if that happens, then that's good. If that doesn't happen, then I call it out. The Real Victor for $5. Huge Babylon 5 fan. I like the idea of rolling the reviews into the BBC. Here's something for the idea and all you do. I thank you. Yeah, like once we're done with season 1, we're really going to get into it. The Good Tom King for $2. The Good Tom King. Disney has grown too big not to fail. I agree with that statement. I think they're too big to succeed. Corey's Stories for $5. My Hero Academia is trash. One Piece is prime. Also, love you, Nerdrotic. Awesome. You are the first person who said that I've ever heard say that. Now, I'm not saying you're wrong because I don't know, but that is the first for everything. The Jaw 15 for 4 Canadian pesos. Blessings, good sir, from Toronto. Blessings to you in lockdown Canada. Hopefully you will have freedom soon. Hey, it's As Gobbles on Gary's Fun Box again for £5. A UK school principal has canceled Admiral Nelson, Sir Francis Drake, and Sir Walter Raleigh from his school as one student said they were racist. Fuck that. Fuck that shit. Get that kid out of the school. I'm not your buddy, guy. For 5 Canadian pesos. As a fellow Canadian, Viva Frey, put it, politics ruins everything. He is absolutely right. I've been on his show. Fucking the great guy. I'm going to get him on Friday Night Tights. Nick Nero for $4.99. 4 hours in the 4 years. 4 hours. 4 years in the U.S. Navy. I never thought America would become a place where you couldn't have an opinion or even make a joke. Yeah, it's getting fucking bad. Chippy Boy, 2003 for £5. Thank you for the donation. Then 5 more pounds. It says, shout out to Chippy Boy, Salford, England. Shout out, Chippy Boy. Nerd Cookies for $2. Hi, Gary. Hi, Nerd Cookies. Nerd Cookies is nice. She runs a great lore channel. I love listening to her breakdowns of lore about Lord of the Rings, Dune. Go check her out. She's blowing up in all the right places. Take that, dummy, for $4.99. Galaxy's Edge is trash can. Kathleen Kennedy is tone deaf. Universal Studios poops all over Disney World land. Super Mario World is coming. Rest in peace, Disney. Yeah, fucking die. Sorry, but 200-watt studio for $5. Darkhold in Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. Coulson made a deal. That's right, and became the Ghost Rider in the show. I watched all the Ghost Rider shows. He died. Darkhold in WandaVision. My theory, Coulson is the big cameo. And it was nothing. Do you fucking believe that shit? It was fucking nothing. Bill Bonius bag of donuts for $2. Blessed to be a dad. The world needs more good dads. Yes, it does. We need good dads. We need good dads. Because without good dads, then we get like really lost and lonely children. Now, not all children are bad who don't have dads. There are some great single mothers out there who are making it happen, but all things being equal, it's good to have a strong female presence and a strong male presence to properly raise your little boy or little girl, so they have that balance in their lives. That's the way nature set it up. It doesn't always work that way, and that's okay if it doesn't. Again, I am not ever here to shame a single mother. There's a lot of single women out there who are the dad left or whatever, and it's the other way around too, and more power to them. You should know by now that they wouldn't do that in the first episode. They got to draw you in first. Give it something before you do that. I say halfway through the season or so. Sci-Fi Freak for $10. Yeah, WandaVision, big disappointment though. It did. Jeremy destroyed Ryan's rectum for £2, leaving Superman and Lois till I know it's not woke. That's not. Yeah, it's good to wait sometimes, but I'm going to try it. And if it goes woke, then I won't feel bad for trying. I thought it was going to be woke in the first 30 seconds. Okay. And considering we're getting Black Superman now, this is the last probably proper Superman we're going to get. Tyrannus Cygnus for $5. Disney needs to fold. Well, they keep going the way they're going. They're not going to be that well off. Adger Bokar for $10. Hail, here's some funds for beer. Cheers. I will buy some beer for Mrs. Nerdrotic. How's that sound? Sci-Fi Freak for $5. No need to read this. Only respond. Did you watch any of Sci-Fi Freak? I did watch your story. That was a while ago, but I did. Nerdrotic's butt crack for 2 Canadian pesos. Smallville review, maybe. Oh, I'd have to rewatch it again. I have other shows ahead. I have a live stream I want to do with Mahler and Critical Drinker on Farscape and with Mahler on Buffy. And that I'm going to try to fast track within the next couple of months before I move. Peter Schilling, thank you for the $4.99. Appreciate the donation. Hammond of Texas for $9.99. Yo, Gary, not to get off topic. Dude, there's no off topic here. It's okay. But what, if anything, could you tell me of the Tex Willer comic series? My grandfather has the entire first edition set in Italian. Love what you do. Catch you on Friday Night Tights. That's funny. I just pulled a stack of those because I found some when I was in Sicily because I don't know. It was a weird impulse buy. I'm like, I went to Italy and I didn't buy anything. So I saw some comics. I'm like, I can't even understand these comics, but it's a weird Western and I like the art. And it was Tex Willer. What can I tell you? It's an Italian comic that was insanely popular. Baby Magnum for $5. As long as woke agendas take priority over good storytelling, pop culture is dead. Yes, woke storytelling. Well, it's not woke storytelling. It's agenda telling. It's activism telling. So a good story is accessible. A good story is accessible. An accessible story sucks. Did you see Disney's support for Asians post get destroyed? Clownfish has a video up. I did see that, and I saw the video, and I love Clownfish. Battle Him 63, thank you for the $5. Shout out to Clownfish TV, great channel. Fusion for $10. Hail Gary and chat. Have you heard of the Wheel of Time books on Amazon is producing it, and I think they just finished shooting. The showrunner and the staff have great interaction with fans. I have high hopes. If they have good interaction with fans, at least that is something positive. That's something that we didn't get out of The Witcher at first. I hope it's great. There's so many Wheel of Time fans out there. I hope it's good, and I would love for something to review that's good. I'm dying to review something that's good. Jupiter's Legacy is decent, but it's a fucking binge show. I can't do that. To pay for £2. Why as review of Batwoman need age approval? Because it got age restricted by YouTube. Thunderstorm for $1.99. Imagine Doctor Who daughter's creativity. I guess she would be pretty creative. Dan C for £5. Hail Kermit. Hey. Orville Nation for $5. Nice shirt, Gary. Well, thank you. I can't remember what I was wearing that day, but thanks. Nicholas Horton for £5. Oh, that must have been my Q shirt. I was wearing my Q shirt. Gary, the character art and animation for Nickelodeon's Star Trek Prodigy has been revealed for the Star Trek Twitter. It's bad CGI animation. I did see it. I did cover it on a live stream. It was shitty. Same People Unite for £5 for Dan C. Absolutely. Keckman for $5. Keep being you. Never change and never sell out, which I know you never will. All hail Nerdrotic, the fandom menace, geeks and gamers, and all. Pewunger for $9.99. Hi, Gary. Here to boost smaller voices like the Hijabi Gamer videos on the Gina situation. Can't believe my ears when a Muslim girl with a hijab, shouted out Geeks and Gamers, Ben Shapiro, we are the rebellion. We are the rebellion, and Hijabi Gamer is awesome. Tyrannus Cygnus for $5. Thank you for the donation. Luis Delgado for $2. Erica Durant is the best Lois Lane. No contest. She was the hottest for sure. And she's one of the best. She's the best. Noelle Neal's still the best for me personally, but Autumn Mirabellis for $2. Any news on Peacock BSG show? Will it be woke? Woke, terrible, fucking awful idea. Could not be a worse idea. It's taking place somewhere around the Ronald Moore time for rights issues or something. Terrible. Shogun Gaming for 14 Danish krona. Thank you very much. Roger Haynes for $1.99 Canadian. Thank you. Big Fat Nerd for $1.49. Thank you. Megatron Prime for $5. Did you guys hear about the Batman the Animated Series revival? I did. I don't know if it's true. I'm all for it unless it's woke. And that should be my standard answer for everything. Darius Munchausen for $1.49. Thank you very, very much. Red Lion 78 for $10. This is for Quarter Black Garrett and Az. Last night's stream was fantastic. Thank you both for keeping us entertained on such a slow night. You rock, Gary, and hello to the panel. Thank you. Love you all. Love you too, Red Lion 78. Thank you for the $10. Mr. Tickle Trunk, thank you for the 2 Canadian pesos. I appreciate it. Mags for $5. Hail Friday Night Tights. Happy Fade In Friday. Fade in, fade in. Primer, $9.99. I've heard some spectacular rumors regarding Kathleen Kennedy. She allegedly eats anchovies on pizza and can turn people to stone with her eyes. And whenever she spreads her legs, dust bunnies fall out. Etienne Falada. That must be like French or something. 5 Canadian pesos. With Cavill now being canceled, we all knew he would. What kind of movie would you want him in? Gina to star together in the Daily Wire. Oh, Gina and Cavill together? Any fucking cop action thing, I'd watch it. A revenge, good cop, bad cop, buddy cop, whatever. I just whatever. Something original. Durkown for £5. Tom McDonald just dropped Clown World. Please consider playing it. Can we get an alternate video by Perry Chan with Az and Mr. H? OnlyFans exclusive. You're going to have to ask them privately. I don't know. I don't know much about Mr. H. Toxic Gender Fluid Man flew for $5. Is it bad that I said a prayer wishing it was Kathleen Kennedy and not Tiger Woods in that SUV? Oh, yeah. It's karma. Think about karma. Toxic Gender Fluid Man flew. I mean, your Toxic Gender Fluid Man flew. But, so maybe you're not worried about it. But karma, yeah. Hey, I'm a Nerdrotic for £2. My Italian meat is itchy for Clown Az and OnlyFans. Okay. Nolan Void for $4.99. Here's £5 to go towards clock reading classes. LOL. Oh no, Void. I will attend the day I'm on time. Toxic Gender Fluid Man flew for $2. Nothing says processed cheese like Brie Larson. Ho! Inquisitor Seraph for $5. You guys might be like Tom McDonald's Clown World. I did. I watched it. It just dropped today. Anyways, Gary, would you ever be interested in playing through Halo? Oh, I'm going to be honest with you. No. No. Witcher 3. But video games is they don't. I'm just bad at them. I'm bad. John Smith for $1.99. Senor Scratchy is my new favorite Marvel character. All right. Primer, thank you for the 99 cents. Vigilante Williamson, thank you for the $2. More dowerful than a locomotive. Drug 3PO he's at 40,000 subs. Shout out to Drug 3PO DeCrown for £2. Brightest Day for $5. Petition for D-Day Cobra and the Quartering to do a collab show entitled The Council of Jeremys. That's a good idea. I like that. Nathaniel Larson for $5. Ryan would wear the nipple bat suit. Jeremy Wood tells you everything you need to know. P.S. Az would watch Ryan in the suit. Long live Friday Night Tights and long live Nathaniel Larson. Laughable below average Kinnell for $4.99. Nerdrotic hasn't been this late since the Picard season 1 review. Oh, I deserved that one. I got it coming. Gary gives me serious dad vibes. Oh God, I am a dad. I'm a double dad. I got 2 sons. Pygmalion for $1.99. Can you facilitate the Tom McDonald Vask project? Oh, that would be good. I like that. Problem being for £2. What's up? Can't say the word tampon. Sorry, I just said it right there. John Smith for $1.99. Fade in already for fuck's sake. Oh, this is them waiting for the show. Bareback Kinnell for $2. Perry Chan's new video will be Tales of the Boomer. Gary on Black People Time. Ha ha ha. God damn, says LP for $5. Dolified for $4.99. Goes off the watch. The latest Daily Stupid comes back. Still haven't started. What? For $19.99. I'm getting killed in here. Rupert Patterson. The unforgivable thing is all the Disney KK bullshit. You want to talk about the edge of the abyss? Fine, but before you leap, don't demand we all must leap too. Ain't leaping. That's 95% ain't either. There you go. Yeah, no blackpilling, buddy. Modalicious for $2. Moisturize me. Toxic Man Flu, now 35% less white for $5. All I want for Christmas is Brie Larson's face on my potato head. Sandman says run. Or, I'm sorry, Sandman says runner for 5 Canadian pesos. TGIFNT. Fuck yeah. Hell gang. My excitement for FNT is only not inversely matched by my revulsion over Black Superman. Superman is Henry Cavill. Yep. Not anymore, though. Not anymore, unfortunately. I watched Bloodsport the other day, says Captain Palsy for $5. Not a bad movie. Davisar for $2. Odin, what is the best frozen pizza? I think he said DiGiorno. Mr. Insanity for $9.99. Hale saw the Superman Lois episode 1, and it was great. Today, Superman may now get the race swap by Jar Jar Abrams. Can we get a positive without a POS to follow it at once? Cavill, too perfect to let go. He is, and it sucks, but he's gone. Toxic Man Flu, now 35% less white for $5. Getting Ta-Nehisi Coates to write Superman is a worse decision than my second marriage, and it's a worse decision since my first. Oh. If Spider-Man is going to be black, we need to cast Robert Downey Jr. Says fixed by Cody for $2. That's funny. Sunflower Girl for $5. What was everyone's earliest memory of being nerd? Mine was at Blockbuster begging my dad to the movie with the teddy bears, Return of the Jedi. Oh, that's kind of cute, Sunflower Girl. Earliest memory of being a nerd is one of my earliest memories, and it's laying on a shag carpet floor on my stomach with my, like this in front of a TV watching 66 Batman. As Jackie Chan dressed as Chun-Li from City Hunter. I'm done. Also, I've convinced Gina's firing was the proverbial straw that broke the camel's back. Mr. Gentleman for $5. I think it was for a lot of things. Gary, can you do a con scream, but shout Abrams? Oh my God, it's late. I can't scream. I'd wake up my neighbors. Nightwish fan, 1991. Abrams! Brightest Day for $2. For Ryan's missing eyebrows. Well, we're still looking for him. Liger fan for $5. Instead of going down the bereft of the original thinking road, why don't they adapt DC Comics Icon? Liger fan, that's so funny that we're having this argument again. And the question is, I don't fucking know. Oh, because they need to take something away. What'd kill Black Superman? Wakanda Night or RoboCop? Says problem being for £2. Oh, Toxic Man Flu, now 35% less white. I was in New York on 9/11. Ta-Nehisi Coates can find another planet to live on anytime. I agree. And I'm sorry about that. Jeff Tucker for £5. Donation for Odin for guessing Martha Stewart's first and as thanking comics. LOL. Roll Titan for $5. With Cavill now potentially being canceled for simply dating Carano, is it a coincidence that we get an announcement for Black Superman? It's connected. Oh, the coincidences continued. Roll Titan for $5. They continued. P. Gombi for £5. Watching FNT has become mandatory for me. Your intros are hilarious. Fighting your toxic masculinity with fists and bricks. Greetings from Germany. Greetings, Germany. Greetings. Mark for £5. Has anyone heard of Anna, that Star Wars girl, since the news about Cavill being ousted? She's okay. Tippy Tail McKitty, thank you for the $4.99. Coco Carry On 007 for $10. Mr. Coat Rage is the human embodiment of tickle matter that should be flushed down the toilet. Raytard Monkey for $20. Hail, Gary. Here's a little cash to help you continue. Fight the good fight. F you, Jeremy. He says F you back. Thank you for the $20. Tavok for $5. D-bags like these are why we can't have nice things. You're absolutely right. Joe Biden's God tier fraction for $5. Are we surprised by Superman news? Patrice Coolers works at WB now. Not surprised. Acuni, 1876 for 5 Belgian pesos. The only thing among all of the garbage coming out this year I am going to watch is the new Beavis and Butthead movie. Great job, Hollywood. Yeah, and Venture Brothers is back now. That's great. Joe Bryant for $1.99. Thank you for the donation. Mo Delicious for $5. After spending a few years in Congress, you develop a longing for genuine sincerity of Hollywood. Fred Thompson. Yeah, is he still alive? Is he still alive? Huh. Chris Mead for $5. Ended up bedridden, but glad I have Friday Night Tights. Why are you bedridden, Chris Mead? I hope you're not anymore. Hope you feel better. Chris Paulson for $5. SNL is garbage. Another show where a man is incompetent. Oh, Superman and Lois. Superman is literally Superman is not good enough for the Modern Family because feelings. I don't know if it's that bad. I think it's just men and women working together. That's okay too. But it's okay to disagree with me. Stephen Kraft for $10. The follow-up on Jeremy's point. How much do you want to bet that the J.J. Ta-Nehisi Coates Superman buzz is to sabotage the Snyder Cut and the so far not woke Superman and Lois? I think there's a lot of sabotaging going on, and there's a lot of weird corporate shit because people are fucking petty fucks. Griff Rider 1 for $5. So I predict Jar Jar is going to have someone zip back in time and intercept Super Baby from the Kents and passes the Super Baby off to a Yahtzee group. Probably. Well, they you never know. Sandy Q for $20. The industry will never get it right until they rethink the demographic ratings data. The 1849 demo they cherish most are not spending money. They are all living with mom and dad who are paying. And nobody's working now, so fuck it. Yeah, you're right. Modalicious for $2. Wasn't there a black Superman named Icon or Steel? Yes and yes. Julio Scissors for $5. Hopefully they'll stop appropriating European inventions in the filming, production, distribution, and marketing of black-only films. Yeah. Lonesome, £5. Hale, do you think Gina Carano could face the fate of Cynthia Rock starring in C movies and becoming irrelevant over time? No. She's much smarter than that. Her Bear Grylls episode just had record ratings. She's insanely popular. Quick way down says Tim Scorpion for $5. Yeah. Quick way down the tubes. Joey Bryant for $10. Hey, wait, I've seen this before. Just like Luke returning in The Mandalorian and the aftermath. And now we have the Superman saga just lifted off. Hashtag RIP Superman. RIP Superman. Nova Zero for $10 Australian. In Equalizer 2, the protagonist shoves Coates' book into the hands of the kid he saves, setting up a future of failure right there. Hollywood doesn't read, but they're dooming the minority that do. They're dooming everything right now. They're dooming themselves. Ederific USN vet for $10. The ones that are pushing this diversity crap are the ones that are accused actors, directors, and producers for whitewashing of foreign-based movies. The Last Samurai using one of many. That is true. There was a lot of Chinese people in that movie. Gentleman Joker for $5. All characters must be black in the future, or it's racist. Can't wait for Roots reboot with an all-black cast. It'll be confusing as hell. Cecil is adult-only entertainment. Still waiting for Michael Vick versus Crypto movie. Cecil. Darth Gorbag for $5.55. The MCU proved Mark Ruffalo is a good actor. He has the ability to convincingly portray an intelligent person. This is true because he is about as dumb as a bag of fucking hammers, Darth Gorbag. Steve Carruthers for £5. It's not Black Superman. It's identity politics Superman. Most people have a problem with. I think it's good to be clear. Yes. Gina Carano. As far as if it's a black Superman that was Val-Zod, sure. But it's Kal-El now. Caffeine riddled beverage for 5 Canadian pesos. Gina Carano in Cobra Kai. That would be fucking epic. Caffeine riddled beverage for $4.99. If they want to go Black Superman, they already have a character in the DC Comics. His name is Icon. Yep. Nicholas R. for $2.99. Could Henry Cavill be James Bond? Yes. Master Clockwork for $5. On principle, I have no issue with Black Superman, but Michael B. Jordan? Sorry, I'm just not sold. He's a baby face with a weak jawline. A Black Superman that's going to be in the 30s or 40s, and they're going to make it purposely, as racist as possible. No, Superman is white. Superman is a white guy, and if you come out with a Black Superman, he's just Black Superman. So you're telling the same story with the black guy. Okay? And you know what? We haven't had a proper Superman story in a long time. And probably never will now. So go right ahead. I don't care. Again, if it was one of the other Supermans, one of the, that's fine. Make it an Elseworlds. I don't have any argument against that. Finbar Hooley for $5. I love you guys, but I've dumped pop culture. I'm sick and tired of being told to grovel or vanquish myself. How I was born by these monsters. Yeah, I mean, I understand being done. I'm not, though. Cecil Says is adults only entertainment for $2. Fun while Fun white fragility panel 1. Suggestion, be better. Well, we can't be. Dylan for $5. Even if you don't like Snyder, he still had a hell of a lot better than Jar Jar Abrams. Yes, he is. I can't wait until he finally destroys one too many franchises. Well, that's coming up. It's coming to DC, Dylan. Unfortunately, DC will be the victim. Roger Haynes, thank you for the $1.99. I appreciate it. Gary's internet connection for £5. Does Disney want to keep taking the China cash when a court in their country just said they can't label anyone who likes the D as a mental disorder? Yeah, Disney has no problem taking the China cash, but looks like China doesn't want Disney right now. Oh, smackdown by your overlords. Smooth Jam California for £5. Doctor Who used to be my favorite show. Watched it for 12 years straight. Even started to get back into the classic era. Then Jodie happened. I've been done since. Yeah, I still watch classics. I'm on God. Here's what I'm watching. Oh, I can't reach it anymore. Maybe I can reach it. I can reach it. This is what I'm watching right now. God, I hate this logo. I'm glad I can take it off. And it's just that. All about that. All about that. Hopefully we'll get to be able to mix in some toxic mailbag. I have been just crushed on time lately. So that's why I'm doing these in spurts. But we're chipping away at it. We're chipping away at it. And I appreciate all you guys' super chats. I appreciate your understanding. And we read everyone. Everyone. And X-Ray Girl is on top of it. This is every donation and every super chats or anything that goes through Streamlabs or super chats gets mixed in here. They could reboot Doctor Who if Capaldi has been in a dream state the whole time with the Daleks trying to brainwash him or something. That would work. Well, they could just, a Kai MFS for $5. They could just just take it out of Heaven Sent. I'm sorry, Hell Bent. Hell Bent instead of Heaven Sent. Or it's Heaven Sent, Hell Bent, right? Or Hell Bent, Heaven Sent. I'm missing. But the first part, the one where he's trapped in the compression dial. Steve Carter for £5. Hi, Gary. Just found out I'm going to lose my job. Fuck. Thanks for everything you do. Cheers for the content. We need this channel more than ever now. I'm sorry, Steve. Damn. Oh, I hope you found a new one. Not another dime. Thank you for the $1.99. I appreciate it. Soj King for $2. Hopefully the next Doctor will be a who and not a what the fuck. Oh, damn straight. Thundercats Hope for $2. Great guy. BBC are trying to herd all the woke views to BBC 3. Yeah, and they won't go over there either. Thanks again for being you, Thundercats Ho. I appreciate you. Opposition Transmissions for £5. Has anyone considered, due to the awful ratings and the amount of woke content on the channel, BBC 3 is coming back as the new home of Doctor Who? Isn't it the home of Doctor Who? Oh, BBC 3. They'll put it back on BBC 3 because that's where it was for a while. That's right. I forgot that. Maybe. I think they'll just cancel it. But their budget's going down for sure. Sarah B for $10. Hail, Gary. It is the 1-year anniversary of me finding your channel as I struggle to come up to grips with what I'd witnessed, the cold-blooded murder of one of my most beloved franchises I know. Hashtag RIP Doctor Who. Jeff Hill for $10. I've been over Doctor Who for a while. All these movie studios and TV studios have ruined my childhood, but Star Wars, The Doctor, Star Trek, now Superman, I don't have anything left to watch except for a lot of old stuff. And Venture Brothers is coming back. What else is coming out? Orville season 3. Yeah, it's going to be dark. It's going to be the darkest before the dawn, though. I have a video coming out Saturday or Sunday, probably Saturday, that is warning about Lord of the Rings, but it's got a ray of good news. And there was the word escapism invoked in my Marvel is Doom video. It looks like fucking Shang-Chi and the Eternals are going to flop, which is good. That needs to happen. And they might be banned in fucking China, which is great. China! Dan C for 10 pounds. If I remember correctly, in the movie Idiocracy, the most popular film in the future was just people shaking their backsides at a camera, and politicians were crazy. Nearly there, folks. I think we've arrived. The Invisible Man for $5 just had a minor surgery. Oh, no. Still groggy. Just came out. You are my wake-up music. Aw. Love everything you do. Thank you, Gary. Screw Disney. And The Invisible Man, I hope you have fully recovered and doing great right now. Mikey Gussler for $10. The Hollywood Critics Association is set to give Zack Snyder's its first ever Valiant Award because of his and Mrs. Snyder's work for raising money for suicide prevention while promoting Justice League. That's cool. That's cool. I still think he's a dick. I think she's a dick too, because she was involved in that too. But I can still like the movie and think he's a dick. And he owes the fans a fucking apology. Still. Smooth Jam California for £5. Who's your bet for the big cameo in WandaVision? Magneto, Wolverine, Daredevil, the real Spider-Man? My money's on the 1980s Howard the Duck. That would have been great, but we didn't get shit. Andy Howard, thank you for the $5. Your Muslim uncle for $1.99. Brother, your rants make me watch old Doctor Who more. Excellent. Excellent, because that's good. Hey, I'm painting a Warhammer figure right now. Says Variable 556 for $5. Excellent. I hope you did a great job. M Tack Shark for $5. Thanks for the nooner. You are welcome. I love nooners. Webcast for $10. I just checked out your stream. I don't know if you mentioned it at all, but what comics would I need to read to understand what's going on in Superman and Lois? Oh. Superman Rebirth. Superman Rebirth Volume 1. Will give you context. It won't lead into it. It's not canonical with it, but it's based on it a little bit. Dan C for £5. Hashtag defund the BBC. Fuck them. They just squashed fan fiction. Fan fiction. Sparks 1524. Are you named after the band Sparks? I like that band. For $5. R.I.P. Doctor Who 1963 to 2017. Was great. Miss it, but oh well for me. It ended with Capaldi. Side note, your beard rocks. Why? Thank you. I appreciate that. I oil it. You're going to cover what's happening to the quartering. I did. Otaku Saga for $1.99. They were trying to openly cancel the quartering again, and I will continue to back Jeremy. I think Jeremy's a good guy. What interaction I've had with him has always been positive. I cold messaged him one day when I was having trouble with my channel. He got back to me within 10 minutes. Could not be nicer. And I always like that. So I've got his back. Darth Mick for $5. When I consider if Star Trek, Star Wars, Doctor Who, etc. can be fixed, long answer is no. Short answer. Says crickets chirping. Sparks 1524 for $10. A gift of alliteration. Sadly, subpar sci-fi sycophants simply simper slowly so long as their sickly souled sludge solidly sells such suckdom. Well done. Sparks 1524. Well done. Nick Bravo for $5. We, the wannabe writers, producers, creators, can save our shows. Start applying to be writers. Start submitting to and funding good stories. We also need to infiltrate all branches of Hollywood. We need to get into metadata, QC, editing, filming, writing, acting. We need to infiltrate them with common sense. Zathras for £2. Your live streams with the audience are the best. I have the best chat. Period. They're smart, they're funny, they're talented, they're beautiful, and they have really good taste. Rebecca Gold, what's up, Ian, for £5? Do you think they'll cast a male doctor after Jodie? I'll see you on the next The Fury of the Whovians. Keep up the good work you're doing, geezer. I will do my best, Yeah, I'm getting older every day, buddy. Yes, I think they would. I absolutely think they would. They should have cast a black man and I think they'll do it this time. Opus for $5 if they cast another one. The Great Reset is coming. The move to the Chinese-style government and the economy is coming, and the media, news, and entertainment are paving the way, says Opus for $5, and you are not wrong unless we fight it. And we start with erasing our local government. If you want to erase something, you know what? I just say everybody, term limits for fucking everything, and everybody who's an incumbent, fucking get them out. New blood. I'm tired of both sides. Jay Bird III for $10, with a few exceptions. Jay Bird III for $10. The Star Wars radio drama premiered on NPR 40 years ago next week. Well written and cast. It's a reminder of when Star Wars was great. Recommend it if you want to have fun with Star Wars again. Absolutely could not recommend the Star Wars radio show more. It is fucking brilliant. And yeah, you got Star Wars, Empire, and Jedi. I own them. I fucking love them. And that's one thing Star Wars I still enjoy. Patrick Fay for $4.99. Thank you for the super chat. James Hopkins for $5. I think Superman and Lois being good is a ploy by the CW. Their shows start off good and go downhill later. James, it could be. I'm not saying it's not. Not going to even argue with that. Sparks 1524 for $10. Last note, I'm single and been alone in solitary confinement for a year now in Washington State, moving to Tennessee in May. This channel has been a lifeline for a man with PTSD's anxiety and depression. Thank you. Sparks, it is my pleasure and it's my honor. It's our honor to have you here and supporting us. I'm sorry you have to deal with that. I hope things get better. I hope your move to Tennessee is awesome. I wish you all the luck in the world. Thank you. Susan Dolan for $5. RIP Doctor Who, Star Trek, Star Wars, Superman is currently being admitted to the hospital, and it is on life support. Gray Ghost for $5. So the complaint is that escapism creators to so-called harmful toxic masculinity, yet they turn around and just swap in a woman with the masculine traits. I know it's clown world. It's clown world. Just got a message. Disney is going up $1 a month in April, and it did. Griff Ryder for $5. Hail, Gary. When is the next FNT Square Up happening right now? Dan C for £5. How about a short commemorative video for the death of Doctor Who? Let's give Doctor Who a decent burial, LOL. It'll probably be after next season, but I do have that planned. George Moilo. Oh, God.
Where's the trigger? Where's the trigger?
Let's hear them all now.
I will eat your ass. Where's the trigger? Where is it?
$99.99. Hey, Gary, been away, thawing out from the freeze. Hollywood has followed the winter storms. Their brains are frozen in the SJW 2018, but great news, Texas will always be free from lockdowns and mandates next week following your lead in prepping to start a channel. Hail. George, if you need anything to start that channel, you let me know immediately, okay? Get her done, baby. Susan Dolan for $5. In the time of the Dr. Smith's last show, the Time Lords gave the Doctor 12 more regenerations and then blew up the Daleks. Yep, they did. But did he give him 12? He wasn't sure. I thought he wasn't sure. HTK bass player for $2. Send you a Twitter DM. Got it. Thank you. Bradman for $5. Quartering called out Logitech creator and is now being doxxed and flagged. LOL, you're welcome, Gramps. Thank you. And I heard about that, and fuck that guy, and we love the quartering. Do not fuck with the quartering. Zane Elliott for $5. One day Hollywood might complain about needing a $15 an hour minimum wage. Yes, you're right. Fun Dad Menace for £10. Hey, Gary. You are my vaccine, man. You inspire me to start a channel. Excellent. To help fight the good fight. Keep the good work. Beep, bop, boop. I love hearing that I inspire people to start a channel. The more, the merrier. The more, the merrier. Nick Nero for $4.99. In the real world, the leftist narrative falls apart. Concentration camps aren't cultural, nor is it a disease to be gay, nor is it a disease to be gay. But hey, it's all liberal rhetoric. Yep. It's fucking insane. I mean, there are factions on the left that support certain entities, we'll say, and organizations that are very anti-gay, extremely anti-gay. Roscoe Truman for $19.99. Thank you very much. Aren't we finally fed up with cancel culture yet? Apparently fucking not. Apparently cancel culture is alive and well in places that you wouldn't fucking believe. John Wayne for $4.99. Will you have a meetup if you make it to Orlando in your upcoming travels? Yes, I do plan to go to Florida. I do. Mr. Thompson for $10. Hail, Gary. Bill Burr may as well speak up. Once the blue check marks look up his Philly rant against hecklers, he'll get canceled anyway. Yeah, I kind of was a little disappointed in Bill Burr. No, I'm a lot disappointed in Bill Burr. A lot. I still like him, just disappointed. Cecil says his adults only content for $2. John's elf is generational wealth. He's got EFU money. Crash 6674 for $5. People like Kathleen Kennedy that always seem to fail upwards must have blackmail material on somebody. Watch her be given Disney CEO next. That would be hilarious. But apparently her firing is imminent. Zdenek Tomes for 50 Czechoslovakian pesos. Hi, Gary. Have you read already about the new woke series about Amberland? Oh, yeah, we talked about it. The main actress is black. They really want to rewrite history. Right, they do. Bionic Belly Button. Thank you for the $4, Bionic Belly Button. I appreciate it. Stephen T for £5. Hail, Gary. Did you read my email? Pax, please, dude. Stephen T, I did. Geeks and Grifters for £5. Zavvi UK have today launched a Doctor Who clothing line that will with the new Doctor Who logo, but the doctors are still labeled by their numbers. Yeah, that's weird, seeing that they don't exist anymore and they plan to get rid of it. And they haven't been, it's not even a fucking secret. It's not like they're going to undo it. They said, no, there's more doctors. This is happening. Negative, thank you for the $4. I appreciate it. Super Nate for $10. Captain Luthor and his backstory are some of the most interesting things I've seen in entertainment in a good while. I know it won't last, but I plan to be enjoying the show for as long as it stays good. Yeah, we need something, Super Nate. The good Tom King for $5. Where their only weapons are lies, they crumble when faced with the truth. All hail the Phantom Menace. Leo Fisher for $10. Journalists find out Disney Plus numbers before March 9th stockholder meeting. Then we believe you are journalists. Exactly. And they're not. They're fucking ballless pieces of shit. Solve for X in comics for $4.99. I'm not a social media person. Please share my pinned tweet at Katian Sol. Marvel is deleting and banning my hex cipher from Reddit and Facebook. I did check into that. I did. If Bree did it nude, it might work, says Metatech for $2. Maybe. I don't think she's that good looking. I know Lethal Lightning will probably try to fight me for it, the youngster. I wouldn't recommend it, but he might. But no. I love Lethal Lightning, by the way. Great channel. Go check them out. I became a teacher this year because I am sick of these lunatics brainwashing kids into believing everything they are told by the extreme left. Caro Sound for £5. Yep, schools are bad right now. Best time is now for $4.99. My favorite character in Superman Lois is Jonathan. Best brother ever. I wish I had a brother like him. Oh, that's cool. Solve for X for $4.99. Sorry, my hex cipher is, I read the super chat anyway, but sorry, my hex cipher is now to decode every WandaVision clue. Oh, yeah. And we went over it. I mean, you went into it, my man. Like, you went into it. Unfortunately, I wish your story and your theory was true because it was better than the actual show. El Sane the first for $5. I stand with the quartering. He is getting attacked for doing nothing. Well, we all know how that feels. You can completely be not involved in a situation at all. You can try to avoid drama as much as you possibly can, and somehow your name gets invoked and shit. And you know what I do? Nothing. And you want to know why? Because I don't fucking care. I don't fucking care about somebody else's motherfucking drama. I just don't. If somebody has a problem and they have a problem with me, my DMs are always open. My email is open. And surprisingly enough, I never get any of those complaints. But back to the quartering. He took care of it. We had his back. We love him. Shadow Persona for $5. Gary, who would you like to see cast as Namor if it ever happens? Well, you might be surprised. But I think I've always seen Namor as Asian. I've always seen Namor as Asian. So it would have to be a big Asian actor. I'd have to get back to you on that one. You know who I would have picked until I saw him in Mortal Kombat, but the star of Mortal Kombat. I mean, he wasn't terrible in Mortal Kombat, but who's the guy who starred in Mortal Kombat? I'd pick him. Max 15 for 10 pounds. Thank you very much. Ms. Kim 1223 for $5. I'm worried HBO is going to ruin Dunk and Egg like they ruined Game of Thrones. What do you think? Yeah, they're going to ruin fucking the Targaryens, Dunk and Egg, and they ruined any chance of us getting a win's a winner. Again, I'm going to have a video coming out someday in the next 2 months talking about why George can't finish the book that nobody's talked about. Solve for X for $4.99. The mods are helping now. Thank you. Haha, I've been here. Promise, I just don't usually do social media stuff, and that's totally cool. Rustman for $5. You are real genius. Story made me laugh out loud. Thank you. I needed that. Oh, my frying on acid and crying to Real Genius. Yeah, true story. Mike Trout for $5. Hey, Gary, I sent you an email about Babylon 5. Check it out when you get a chance. I did. I thank you. And I'm like well into Babylon 5 and loving the shit out of it. Loving the shit out of it. Terry Wilkin, thank you for the 2 Canadian pesos. I appreciate it. Stony D for $10. Here's what I don't get about JJ's race-baiting Superman. How will they sell it in China? I mean, who will they put on the poster? Love you guys. Thanks for all the fun. #hail. Yes, we're already seeing that some companies are having trouble with their Chinese overlords, and that's when they put Chinese people into their movie. It's almost like you can't make an authoritative government happy, and maybe you shouldn't pander to them. Gary's internet connection for £5. Gary, as teased that Gary and as teased that there is an announcement. That there is an announcement. Do not be like him and leave us blue-balled. Damn you, as. P.S. Congrats, Geeks and Gamers, for 300,000 subs. Congrats to my good friend Jeremy for all the success at Geeks and Gamers with the website. By the way, you can sign up at geeksandgamers.com and become a member for $10 a month. You can see all kinds of crazy stuff. Taker 610 for $5. Az's face fits so naturally on so many people, it's frightening. Maybe everyone who ever lived as has really been as, or maybe even the whole panel is as. We are as. You are as. We have a nice as. That's why I've always liked the name for Az's following as hats. Nikki D for $5. Spoilers, Melissa McCarthy will be Thor, Love and Thunder, as if this movie couldn't get any worse. But we'll ruin your mythos in a minute, Nikki D, for $5. WandaVision is a quintessential J.J. Abrams storytelling. Several random mystery boxes with no sensible, satisfying payoff. Nikki D smart. Olatization for £2. Happy 42nd birthday for Monday, Jeremy. 42nd for what? It has to be the Can't be my Jeremy. Is my Jeremy 42? Getting fucking old. He's catching up. Mr. X for, well, they're both my Jeremys, but you know what I mean. 2,500 Chilean pesos. You should try to get the Harry Potter dev on the show. He's a nice dude. Shame that he threw himself onto his sword. I will try to do that. Excuse me. Oh my God. Dark side filled you guys. Sorry. I'm an innocent 07 for $5. Love your show. Can you give a recommendation for a camera mic to set up for a first-time YouTuber? Yes, I can. As a matter of fact, you can Google Nerdrotic Amazon, and I have an Amazon page where I put my recommendations, but I'd be happy to tell you here. So this is a Rode mic. Everybody gets Shure mics because of Joe Rogan. Those are very good mics. But they were sold out when I was looking for a new mic because everybody wanted to be a podcaster during the lockdown, and good for them. But I got a Rode mic. You're going to need something that will connect the XLR connection to your computer, but you can get a Rode Podcaster. It's the white version of this, which I used to have. That's probably the best thing to start out with because it's just a USB connection. And I use a Logitech Brio 4K camera, which runs like $150. So, but yeah, the most important thing is a mic. More important than anything. Opposition transmissions for £5. It says here, Gary, you realize you'll have to catch up on 2 episodes of Babylon 5, The Gathering in episode 1. Ready for the real BBC? Always ready for the real BBC. And I am up to episode 13 on Babylon 5. Shogun, not Shotgun Gaming, for 14 Danish krona. Thank you for the donation. I appreciate it. Geeks and Grifters for £2. Ryan, what's it like to beaten by a girl? What's it like to be beaten by a girl on Mario Kart? Well, he shows you every day, doesn't he? Kinnell living his 2-inch dreams for $2. Where are the white women at? Hail Drunk 3PO. Hail Drunk 3PO. Shout out to Drunk 3PO. Gary's perpetual delayed Picard review for $9.99. Hail Friday Night Tights crew. Gary, why does Disney want to cancel Culture Club? Do they really want to hurt me? Do you really want to hurt me? Yes, they do. They want to hurt you bad. Hellrats 96 for $10. Hey, hail all. So I hear WandaVision was a dud. It was a big bait and switch. No other shocker character reveals. Glad I stopped watching after Disney canned Gina. Love getting to be a part of this every Friday, and we love you. Crazy Cat Guy, thank you for the $1.49 ice cream super sticker. I know that's what it is. Chris Knight for $4.99. Jeremy, I have an extra $10 lying around. Any recommendations on where I could put it? Geeksandgamers.com. Geeksandgamers.com. Gary's internet connection for £5. If your internet connection allows you, Gary, you have to stream some Mario Kart with the Geeks and Gamers crew. Ryan cries a lot. It's fun. Yeah, I'll probably eventually do that. My computer, the new one sucked, so I had to send it back, and I'm waiting to get a new one. So I'm on my old one where I went in and reseated everything. And I this is going to sound terrible. I kind of like lubed my, because it's liquid cooled. So you got the little tubes, and my son walked me through all this shit. I really had no idea what I was doing. And it seems to be working okay. I'm pretty sure it has something to do with the power at this point. It did die on me last night, but that was the first time in a week. So hopefully it won't die during Friday Night Tights. Friday Night Tights will eventually be moving to a different streaming format from StreamYard in the next 2 weeks. Chris Mead for $10. Hey, spent several months in New Zealand with the... Oh, that's my phone. That's an alarm. Spent the last several months in New Zealand with the Maori family several years ago. Best time of my life. Fell in love with the Maori art. Cheers. Yeah. Oh, God, I want to go down to New Zealand. And the reason they're bringing up Az and New Zealand is Jeremy from the Quartering said that Az lived in New Zealand one time when he had him on the live stream. It was great. Rongle 363 for $50. The progressive movement does not know how to create or maintain, but it's very good at manipulation and co-opting our ideas. We must fortify the things we create and prevent them from being infected. Only then can we start taking back our culture. Indeed. And we do it one day at a time. And we have to create and maintain. But it's very good at manipulation. It is. There's a lot of people and a lot of things very good at manipulation. And we have to fight that every day. The comic book lad for $5 Australian, Snyder Cut trailer of Superman in black shooting laser eyes looks like Comics Division if he shaved. Hail all, now subbed and joined everyone's channel. Welcome, comic book lad. And we appreciate that. Red Cup art for £2. The High Republic nav is a bloody rock. Hail Friday Night Tights. Yeah, that's fucking stupid. Roy McGorry for $5. Karma. Kathleen, why don't you go? Why don't you go? That's 2 Culture Club songs that I sung on this. Oh, shit. It's going to get clipped. Fuck. Wheezy Bird for $4.99. Russo said the Avengers movies were written because of 2016 discussing film. The Avengers movies were written because of 2016 discussing film. Twitter confirmed. I don't know. What is Thanos supposed to be, the Orange Man? Well, then, according to their narrative, the Orange Man was right because Carly from the Falcon and Winter Soldier wanted things to go back to the way they were. And they showed her a lot of sympathy. So I don't know, like that is some mixed messaging. Alls I know is Endgame had multiple different endings, multiple different shots. And the one they decided on was not my favorite. Megatron Prime for $5. Did you guys hear that they are bringing back Batman, the animated series? I did hear that. I hope it's true, but it'd probably woke garbage. But if it was Paul Dini and Bruce Timm back at it again, fuck yeah. Hellrats 96 for $5. If Mr. Potato Head needed to be canceled, does that mean that Toy Story movies are problematic? What the fuck, Disney? Everything's problematic now. Ryan Kinnell's titty pussy. Kathleen Kennedy needs a stone cold stunner or a titty pussy. Febcast for $5 for Jeremy and Ryan. Due to the Say No to Rage incident, do you think major female streamers are trying to gatekeep streaming? Probably. I don't fucking know. There's so much fucking drama with people. People are addicted to that shit. So I don't know what that's concerning. I don't know anything about Twitch streamers. Alls I know is every time there's drama, that's not where I will be. I will be bye-bye, far away. Sean the Movie Man, 71 for $5. Okay, so Wanda enslaves an entire town and nearly kills them. Yet Monica smiles and gives her a Slay Queen wink, and Hayward rebuilds Vision and is arrested. Yes, that is the logic of morons. Shogun, not Shotgun Gaming, for 14 Danish krona. Thank you very much. Thank you for the donation. Rhetorical Thrill, thank you for the $5 donation. I appreciate it. Airplane Helix 109 for $5. Hail, just curious. Have you all heard of NeoPixel Smooth Swing lightsabers? If you haven't, I recommend checking them out. They are awesome. No. Are they the retractable ones that they've made? Culture Casino, thank you for the $1.49 super sticker. Culture Casino for $5. Happy Friday Night Tights. Everyone shout out to my nerdy home. Steph needs our love. Hail Gary, Az, Ryan, Jeremy, and Odin. Steph from My Nerdy Home is fucking awesome. Shout out to Steph from My Nerdy Home, and I'm very happy she finally got monetized after a fucking year. Opposition Transmissions for £2. Az is wearing yellow. He does quite often. A color you will not see me wear. I don't wear white and I don't wear yellow. Generally because I don't like them. I'm the man in black. I'm a big Johnny Cash fan. Polaris Sucks for 2 Canadian pesos. Hail, Gary. Great guest and show. We always have great guests. We do. How do we go about picking guests on Friday Night Tights? It is X-Ray Girl's going to start booking. She hasn't been trained up for that yet, but she's going to start. So it's just me. And honestly, I see how the week is playing out, and I'm like, who would be the best for this week? Who would be the best person to talk to for this week? Who's available? Now, I get turned down sometimes, and that's totally okay. I don't get my fifis hurt if people don't want to come on the show. I don't get my fifis hurt if people don't get back to me. That's just part of YouTube, man. But generally, people are nice. They get back to me, and this week, got a perfect guest for this week. Perfect guess. Jim the Skeptic but yeah, it's 1 week at a time, basically. Jim the Skeptic for $10. The gang's all here. This is my favorite part of the week. Oh, and as it's probably quicker to just learn German. Hail Friday Night Tights. Auf Wiedersehen. Maxim M for $2. As you, a beautiful ocean man, keep fucking scissoring. Okie Drummer Guy, 89 for $1.99. Star Trek Discovery Picard free on Pluto TV. Both are bad. Yes, they are. And you're still overpaying if they're free. Samurai Vader for $5. May I recommend the video Peener Man, Far From Homo by Jollerbo for some laughs. Also, Jeremy is Nappus Balls as smooth as his head? Tell us. Are his balls as smooth? Well, Ask Drunk 3PO. Sarah Jane for £2. Any updates on Anas? No. Anas lost the lawsuit. He was outspent by CBS. We knew what happened was it went for recommendation, but they just outspent the guy. I mean, these companies can now steal. I don't know how you protect yourself. I just don't know. Because these companies can just come in and steal whatever the fuck they want. That sexy sheen makes my sheen gamma go nuts, says Modalicious for $2. All right, buddy. John Woodruff for $5. We were all born with the same amount of hormones. You want to waste yours on hair? Go ahead. Samurai Vader for $2. Jeremy is hiding a bald spot as big as his ass. Jeremy is not bald. Colin Ewan for £5. Gentlemen, enough is enough. It's time for your beards. It's time your beards and Jeremy's caps were given shows of their own. I'm sure you agree. Yes. Look forward to the beard stream. The beard stream coming soon. Super Nate for $5. They wasted Evan Peters as Quicksilver for a boner joke. Egg Marvel. Yeah, egg 'em. Fuck 'em. Tox Fox for £2. Hashtag restore the Snyderverse. Restore the Snyderverse. Null and Void for $9.99. I'm convinced Chapek is clueless on what's going on at Lucasfilm Limited because he's too focused on saving the sinking ship of Disney as a whole. He calls LFL Lucas, for God's sake. I know, he does. Cooking with Ruthie for $4.99. I love watching all of these amazing YouTubers. Congratulations to my favorite YouTube and his team, Geeks and Gamers, at 300,000 subscribers. And we love Ruthie. I know the weekend has started when Friday Night Tights starts. Greetings from the UK, says Nicodemus for £20. Thank you very much. Battle Him 63 for $5. What the fuck? Did this just start on time? I was late on purpose this time. Ha ha ha, we fooled ya. Modalicious for $5. I am a protest ant. So far Lent, I picked up 5 more sins. I will ask God for forgiveness for directly instead of another bloke in a phone booth. So you're going to ask God forgiveness directly. Okay, yeah. Better to ask for forgiveness than for permission. I subscribe to the Hijabi Gamer. Thanks to you, Jeremy. She's great. I wanted to bring her up. Screw Anita Sarkeesian. Yes. Tipsy Rhino, thank you for the $5. And Hijabi Gamer is a good channel, and she's nice. I like her. Black Tiger 001 for 5 Canadian pesos. Disney had a talking princess in Gina and sacrificed her to Darth KK. Was enjoying WandaVision. Haven't watched since Gina was fired. Cancel Disney Plus. Yeah, and guess what? Their Q2 earnings came in, and everything is down. I wonder what happened. Big Z for $5. I feel WandaVision sitcom stuff could have worked better. I agree. And made sense if there was it was established that Wanda watched those shows in previous movies. Yeah, everything was just based on a 2-minute flashback. It was dumb. Modalicious for £5. WandaVision gave me Dragon Ball Z Frisia Saga vibes. I have no idea what you're talking about. A full season for a 5-minute fight. It took 9 episodes for what should have been a single movie. Absolutely agree. Samurai for $2. I hope no one effing paid for WandaVision. Yeah, me too. Anal Jihad for $5. Wanda mentally enslaves children and an entire town, and Monica says she would do the same thing if she had the power. Wanda receives no consequences. Well, because she's a woman. That's why. Left Cross for $4.99. Ralph Boner. Are you effing kidding me? I just finished this episode, and I am just dumbfounded at the stupidity. Yep. Super Mastermind for $5. How will they screw up Doctor Doom, the greatest comic book baddie ever? Again, I mean, it's hard to mess up that many times in new ways. Unless you're Hollywood. Modalicious for $2. Help, I just escaped from Kevin Spacey's basement. I love that from Family Guy. Jeremy Harder for $5. As your music video was brilliant, but highly disturbing. Bale 11 for £5. Hashtag I stand with Brie Larson. Good for you. Watch Fargo series. Billy Bob Thornton blew me away. Says Skinny Vinny Feppiano for $2. Was Billy Bob Thornton in the Fargo series? Billy Mack for $5. How did you get the trailer to She-Hulk? Oh, that's funny. Tyrannus Cygnus, thank you for the $20 donation. I appreciate it. Excellent. Sky Jumper 12 for $25. I am gray. I stand between the candle and the star. We are gray. We stand between the darkness and the light. Babylon 5 is great. Hail Friday Night Tights. Ah, yes. Yes, I know what you're talking about now. I know what you're talking about. Daliso Chapando. So is Daliso Chapando comedy for £5. He's already a stand-up legend. He has done movies and stuff to keep his stand-up selling. There you go. Brown Gaijin for $5. My fellow anime fan, anime. It says anime, but it's anime. Fans watched the hand sanitized cam thing. A fellow man of culture, or I seen enough classics to know where this is going. Gomer Kyle 79 for $5. Hey y'all, Kerp, any chance of getting Sly on FNT as on At Home with Sly Stallone? Yep. Also, Tammy and Az would be a Hallmark movie come true. Thoughts? Maybe. Hello, Kerp. Like, share, subscribe for the algorithms. I'm not as good as Kyle Dunnigan. At Home with Stallone. Yep. Dad Man Walking, 55 for $5. Hail all. That sanitizer cam shows how it was like at Universal last week, getting sanitized, getting on every ride and eating. Needed lotion after. BK0271 for 5 Canadian pesos. Monica Rambeau's uniform, the Next Generation theme. Seriously, next question. Does this outfit make my butt look big? It certainly did. Seahawk Scott for $5. Bill Burr gets a huge pass, in my opinion. He's been speaking the fact for years. Gina will be fine. Dean J for $5. Odin, wake up. Fragga Boom. What's up, Fragga Boom, for $1.99? What's up, my dudes? Fragga Boom. Jack of all casuals for $4.99. Stuck in traffic. Might as well listen to the best podcast on Friday. Hail Friday Night Tights. Hail! Zach Richmond for $10. Good evening, gentlemen. Hope you're all having a good Friday. Do you all see that enabled cancel cultists are now going after Jeremy Renner again? They will keep going until we start pushing back. They will, and they will never stop. They like to circle back around to people all the time. Southeastern Kaiju for $5. Not to pimp for Netflix. I don't subscribe, but Pacific Rim The Black isn't half bad for those who are into that sort of thing. Excellent. Victor Von Doom for $19.99. Gina Carano was fired to distract from the heat Disney was getting from Mulan. Notice how hard they've been pandering to the Academy. It's Oscar season. They will be searching for people to throw under the bus. Well, the Oscars, which was on a Disney network, on Disney streaming services, it's funny that two Disney-backed movies won in their respective categories, and it's even funnier that nobody fucking watched. David H. for $5. Where can the interview between Az and Kirk be found? Az teased it a couple of weeks ago, but I seem to have missed it. It's on Kirk's channel. Can't get it right. Solve for X for $4.99. Gary, the cipher I sent you yesterday for WandaVision was proven correct. Hashtag the cipher. It really was. It wasn't. Kit Kat for £2. Thank you. Solve for X, 2 more. The cipher is still pinned in my tweet. Yes. The Hex cipher, Lore, who is Wanda's Nexus being doppelganger, the main villain, like a Phoenix Saga for Doctor Strange 2. Send it to you. That's a stretch. Solve for X. She was able to astral project. That's all. That's not a doppelganger. You said it was a doppelganger, and it wasn't a doppelganger. It means there's two different personalities within one person. There's like a dark scarlet. It's basically Phoenix, man. They gave her the Phoenix Force. It was fucking dumb. Dash D's for £5. So I'm confused. Is all this Wanda and Falcon and such leading up to a bigger project, or are they throwing out content for content's sake? They're throwing out content for content's sake. Silent Bob 78 for $5. Breaking news. California theme parks potentially allowed to open, and they are open now. The mods sent the hashtag hypercipher to you yesterday. Solve for X for $1.99. Yes, I saw it. We talked about it on a live stream. Toxic Man Flu is your ally for $5. I never saw Black Panther. I figured after seeing Undercover Brother 10 times, I paid off my white privilege debt. I love Undercover Brother. It's a good movie. Canada Dry for 5 Canadian pesos. Did you guys see the poll picked up by The Wire, where people's opinions of Disney, their handling of Gina, etc. Normies not happy with the mouse. No, they're not. And they're suffering the consequences. Jar Jar Abrams is the new Thanos. He snaps his fingers and 50% of the existing fan base is gone. Says Sethrin for $4.99. You are right. Preston Sparks for $5. Grow a beard, Jeremy. You're the only one on the stream without one. And you say you can drive a forklift? For shame, good sir. Terry Wilkin for 2 Canadian pesos. Thank you for the donation. I appreciate it. Owen Howard for £10. R-rated remake of John Carpenter's They Live. No, directed by Todd Phillips. Oh, yes, starring Gina Carano and Carl Weathers with Henry Cavill and in Meg Foster role. Any takers? Fuck yeah. I thought you were talking about Hollywood remaking They Live. I'm like, no. Take my money on that one, Owen. To pay for £10. Gina Carano was fired from Disney for tweets. Ray Fisher was fired for representing others. Who are they afraid to speak in public? Who are afraid to speak in public? Which is worse? Or have I understood something wrong? You know, with the Ray Fisher thing, with more context, at first it sounded like, and in a lot of ways, he still was a little bitch. That's the way he didn't handle things on the scene. Now, he was intimidated. Sure. We've all been intimidated in life. You know, I'm not going to say I never was when I was a kid. And I guess he's young. Maybe I've been a little hard on him. I don't know. But Gal Gadot went through the same situation, and she took care of it right in the spot. But Joss Whedon is a piece of crap, and apparently, yes, evidently, there is a lot of assholes working at Warner Brothers. I think we could confirm that. Megatron Prime for $5. Thanos is the comics made Thanos in the comics made Galactus bleed, as well as Odin. Thanos should be stronger than Wanda. Thanos is stronger than Wanda, even the fucking, amped up retconned one of the very recent past. Neighbor 605 for $2. I regret prepaying 3 years of Disney Plus the price of 2. I think you can get some of that money back if you call. Brightest Day for $2. White Vision equals tampon confirmed. I canceled my Disney Plus after Lucasfilm fired Gina. It sucked because I was liking WandaVision. It sounds like the show just did a 180 into identity politics. I don't regret my decision now, says Cow and Friends for $10. You shouldn't. M Tax Shark for $5. Hail and thanks, Friday Night Tights. Save Ryan's comment. Lois will be the platform to ruin the show. She might be. James for $10. Thank you for the donation. JP for $5. With all of the X-Men and Fantastic Four shenanigans, Kirby must be spinning in his grave so much it could power a small city. I completely agree. Model T 101 for $1.99. America can no longer produce good actors. That is a good point. Stevie Kahn for £4.99. Did you see Tom on Mead last night? He took an SJW to task for calling him transphobic in the chat. Got him to come on the show. Great stuff. That's good. Yeah, don't let people call you. You got to stand up for yourself. And the most important thing is you stand up for yourself, like with Ray Fisher, on the spot. On the spot. That's part of being an adult. If you can't stand up for yourself on the spot, and then you got to go out later because you're afraid of what? Afraid of somebody on the other line on the phone? I mean, if you're not even physically with this person, there is a fair amount of personal responsibility. Ray Fisher probably lacked the self-confidence. He doesn't have the self-confidence that Gal Gadot has. And while that's unfortunate, that's something that a human being can work on. There was a time where I had zero self-confidence. Zero. I'm very comfortable in my skin while admitting I still need to grow. I'm a very imperfect human being. But if something needs to get handled, it needs to get handled. Like, hey, none of us are perfect, right? But, handle your business. Eric Weinberg for $2. A huge Ike sandwich is my staple for Friday Night Tights. Excellent. M Service for 5 Canadian pesos. You guys should be FNT weekly. Well, we are weekly. You mean daily? Maybe someday. M Service for grammar error in Super Chat. $5 fine for me. No. Joss Whedon's ex-wife called him a D-bag. Whamoon. I think that's what it says Rhino 4563. Yes, she did. And I did a video on that ages ago. All right, we're going to cut it off right there so it gets out before Friday Night Tights with Just Some Guy. Great guest. Great panel tonight. We have a lot to talk about. Look forward to seeing you there. Again, thanks to everyone who donates to the channel through applause, through Streamlab donations, for super chats. Every single one will be read. We don't take anything for granted around here, especially you. You keep this fight going. Whether you donate or you just hang out with us in the chat or you're just a wallflower, we appreciate you all. Have a great week. We will win. See you soon.